What's going on, guys? This is Adam, your host with ChuteInSchitTV. I have another unique episode for y'all. You're looking at some extremely old shotgun boxes, which I plan on keeping in good condition. You'll notice these are all 16 gauge. So I used to own actually a bolt action Sears Roebuck. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a J.C. Higgins bolt action 16 gauge. Can't do much with them now that I don't have the 16 gauge. So I recently saw a video from Taofledermaus, and I will put a link in the description of that video. Shout out to him. And actually, the funny thing is, he had the same exact box of Super Mark V plastic shotgun shells. Look how old these boxes are. These are actually paper shells, which is pretty interesting. These, I believe, are plastic. Yep, this is plastic, and these are also paper shells as well. Anyway, so I saw Taofledermaus's new, I don't know if it's a new video, but one of the videos he did where he used these 16 gauge rounds to load them into a 12 gauge shotgun shell. So I'm like, that is so cool, and it actually looked like it worked pretty well using the smoothbore. So watch the video and you'll see pretty interesting results. So you see the price there, $1.30. I think that's what it says. $1.30. Anyway, so what I'm thinking of doing is copying his video and trying it out myself. And what I did was that I already started to cut some of the shells, and that's exactly what I did. These are the paper ones. These are going to be the Sears Roebuck, which is number 6 shot. Peters high velocity. Yeah, and I believe these are also 6 shot if I'm not mistaken. So we got those paper shells, and then these, they kind of at first glance don't look like paper shells. These are actually Remington, which these are extra that I got here. I had a couple extra of these 16 gauge sitting around. Here's another version here. This is your, I don't know, extra range. So that's the Sears Roebuck. And then we have these supers, which are these guys here. These are the only plastic ones. See if we can get these to work and see if we can destroy some things out in the range. So let's get these loaded up and out to the range, and we'll do some testing. Same way Taofledermaus did it. He loaded them, he cut the shells, and he loaded them into the 12 gauge rounds. As you can see there, I don't have a crimper, so I did my best with crimping. Not too bad, as you can see there. I got a variety of different ones, and really what we're just going to test today to see if they work. I tried a bunch of different ways to load them. We'll see. Got eyes and ears for this. We're going to probably take a couple shots away from the body, and we'll see how viable it is. I had to do something with these 16 gauge rounds, and why not load them up like this and see what happens. You can see this is kind of what it looks like. I cut the shell. You can see the shell in there. It's green. These are mostly paper shells. I noticed with Taofledermaus, I believe in his video, he used some of the shot cup. I ended up just cutting some of the shot cups of the 12 gauge rounds and using just the wadding. That seemed to work. So if you were to take a 16 gauge and put the shot cup around it, it won't fit. It just is too tight. So we're gonna try a couple of these out and see what happens. We'll see if it works. I got a piece of wood out there. As you can see, we're gonna see what kind of damage we got on the wood. All right, boys and girls, do not try this at home. I got eyes and ears. I'm in a safe location. So we're going to start off with this one right here. Not sure if this is the best choice of shotgun for this test. All right, here we go. That seemed to work pretty damn good. Oh, here's the shell. It exited. What it did was it actually disintegrated and acted like a standard birdshot load. I think that one disintegrated too, but that one stayed together. So it looks like going backwards in the load, in the 12 gauge load, is the way to do it. Facing the other way, the right side, you know, with the crimps on top, it turns into shot shell. But as you can see, some of it went through, and then we have some peppering here. Acted like a slug, and then upon impact, it bursted out with the shot. So this one is another one that I put in backwards. This is the cut facing up and the crimp facing down. And now I'm talking about the 16 gauge part. A little story behind this around here. I was out doing some off-roading and came across an area where I know people shoot shotguns, and I found this laying out. And you can see it's a little rusty. I just always wanted to test it, see if it worked. The only thing that probably wouldn't work on it is the primer. As you can see, it's a little rusted there. Now, it loaded just fine, so that's nice. All right, let's see if this works. It freaking worked. Got another one here that I did backwards. All right, here's another backwards one. That worked really well. I saw that baby going down range. And that went out complete as like a slug would. And as you can see, it didn't fall apart. I mean, a nice hole. A little elongated hole, so definitely was tumbling. Look at that damage. I mean, look at this piece of wood. This is usually used for sheds. Look at it. So this is one of the plastic 16 gauge. Plastic ones seem to hold together pretty well. Cool. Well, my video stopped recording, but I did shoot another one. And that was a 3-inch field load. And it made a nice, perfect, clean hole. So it was flying true. You see a lot of damage there. I got a few more. Here's one that's backwards. Awesome. All right, let's see the hole we make with this one. I see a hole down there, so we're not going to go look, but you might be able to see it. It's 1, 2, 3 toward the middle. It's the one in the middle, and all my shots are kind of in a line there. I'm really happy this worked, so shout out to Taofledermaus. All right, I got 2 more here, and they're both facing. They're both facing the camera, so the crimp's facing up. That one held together, surprisingly. That one didn't. So it's not an exact science here. So it's pretty odd. The results are all over the place. I think I might have one more. I don't know if this one's going to work at all. Yeah, it loaded just fine. So that little piece of shot cup definitely makes a difference. Oh, here we go. Okay. That one held together for some reason. So it's kind of hit or miss. I don't know. Maybe I know what I'm talking about, which is usually the case. All right. The last round I have, standard. This is 1 ounce steel, 2 3/4. It's a 7-shot. So nice peppering. That loaded without a problem. Here we go. All right. Here's some of the results of the test and the shells I just walked by. Yeah, look at all the peppering there. Now you can see some of them held together, some of them did not. Quite peppered up. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, see. So some of them were making it through. And here's some of the paper. Wow. Look at the damage these things did. Thank you for watching another episode of ChuteInSchitTV. I love these 12 gauge experimental round tests that I do. I do them every once in a while. I know it's been done before, and obviously this test has been done by a Taofledermaus. So I'm very happy to try these things because I want to see if I can do it. And I know a lot of these creators say don't try this at home, but I guess I'm just that guy who tries it at home and learns the hard way. But that worked. No issues this time, surprisingly enough. So guys, I really do appreciate you watching my channel. Like, subscribe, comment. You're watching ChuteInSchitTV. Signing off.